Hey everybody, welcome back to For Real Though. My name is Valencia and this is my channel. This is my vlog that accompanies my blog and my podcast, just accompanies my life, and it's a platform where I choose to share very candidly with you guys about different things in my life. And I'm doing something a little bit different because usually when I get on here and share, I'm talking about my hair, I'm talking about like laser hair removal. By the way, like let me just show you, like my underarms are like golden right now. They're like so good. But anyway, that ain't what I'm here to talk to y'all about today. I wanted to I was let me back up. This morning when I woke up, I just kind of felt this pull and I felt led to share with you guys on a more personal level. I had not really been doing that on YouTube. I have not yet done that on my podcast. I've been sharing other people's stories on my podcast. And I just kind of wanted to get on here and share with you guys a little bit more about me on a personal level. And there's no other reason besides that I feel God has led me to be this way, to share in this way. There has been many times in my life where I have allowed other people to make me feel like I talk too much. And because of that, there's been times where I haven't shared when inside I felt pulled to, but because of the opinions of others, I will reserve my words and keep them to myself. And sometimes that's good, and sometimes that is keeping yourself away from fulfilling a purpose that God intended for you to feel. And sometimes you have to move past, most of the time you're going to have to move past what other people feel about you in order to fulfill your purpose. And so with that, I choose to share openly and not be restricted by who I fear will see my videos or who I feel will read my blog and think differently about me, or who, it's just all these thoughts about like, I don't want this person to think differently or think, negatively or whatever about me. And I know that comes from just like childhood traumas, I guess I should say. But I'm past that, and I know that God wants me to use my voice. I know that there is value in the things that I have to say, and I really believe I own that now, and I'm so proud of the growth that I've been able to achieve in my life by just being myself and allowing God to lead me. So that's that. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is something new that I have been doing. And it's something that I have always been such a proud advocate for. I've always encouraged it. I've always understood the importance of it. And I've even helped loved ones seek this out in their lives. But I had not been doing it myself. And that is going to counseling, going to therapy. And I have not really been sharing about that. It's just kind of been an experience that I've taken for myself because it's for me. And at no point are you ever obligated to share that you're going to counseling or that you're going to therapy or whatever. You don't have to do that. And I know I don't have to do that. But in the spirit of being transparent and in the spirit of following the guidance that I'm feeling, I just choose to share that with you now. So I started going to counseling back in July of this year, and it is currently November, so you can count that up. And I just have to say, like, I was kind of reluctant. There's been times where I felt like sharing with you guys about it, but I was reluctant because there's such a stigma on it still, and I believe that we need to kind of normalize it, but at the same time, I realized that there were still some parts of me that were fearful to share because of the stigma around going to therapy, especially in Black communities. And being a Black woman, and I have to say that I have to specify that because counseling and therapy and things like that are not something that is prevalent in Black families. It's not something that comes about as a solution to problems. You know, you have people that have, you know, real issues and mentally, that can really benefit from some professional guidance, and that is not really an option that's often discussed. So it's never been talked against in my household, but it's just never been something that was just like a huge topic. So there's like a natural reluctance to share about going to therapy because of the stigma, I guess you could say. But I don't care, and I want to help be a voice to normalize it and let people know that therapy is not just for there being something wrong with you. I think that that is something that's a misconception about it. That there has to be something wrong with you to go to therapy. Like you have to be crazy. You know, you have to be so deeply depressed, and you just have to be at this rock bottom place to go to therapy. Now, that is very much so a great remedy for if you are in those places, because I am a believer in Jesus Christ. I love God. The F in for real though stands for faith. However, I also believe that God places people in our lives and people in these professional fields with gifts and talents that He has ordained them with in order to help other people. So if you're going through something, I don't think that you can just pray it away. You know, yes, prayer is powerful. Prayer can transform us. I am very prayerful in my life. However, prayer is what led me to go to therapy. You know, God's showing me that, you know what, there are ways to deal with this. You know, there are people that I have gifted that can help you through this. So go see them. You know, it's nothing different than being sick and going to the doctor, you know. So or not even being sick, because the point of, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with me. Like when I started to go to therapy, it wasn't because I was depressed. It wasn't because I was in a space that I didn't know how to get out of. I just felt like I could benefit from it. I felt like that it could be used as an effective part of self-care for me. So I decided to start going. And I love it. It's been very transformative. It has been such a great part of my life. I actually have therapy today, and I'm so excited about it. Can't wait to go and just kind of like talk about my week, and you know, just talk about, you know, thoughts or feelings that may have troubled me, you know, over the last couple weeks, or just talk about my successes, talk about my failures, talk about weaknesses, just talk about whatever I want to talk about in a space that's neutral and safe for me, in a space with somebody who doesn't know me personally. That's just good to have. And so I just wanted to share with you guys and encourage you to seek it out. I know that some people stray away from it because of cost, but I actually go to counseling through my church, and it's at no cost to me. So I advise you to seek out some local churches in your area. Maybe they have a counseling center, and maybe it will be at no cost to you. There's a lot of counselors that do sliding scales for payments. Like they will adjust, you know, your fee based on your income. Like there's so many ways that you can be accommodated if you decide to seek out therapy. So, what else did I want to say? Like, I just got on here to talk. I didn't really have any bullet points of what I wanted to hit on, but I just felt led to talk and share and, you know, share that with you guys. In May, I did an event called Fear Won't Win, and that event was amazing. How it was so good. I had a panel of women that joined me in sharing about fears that we've had in our lives that we did not allow to overcome us, and that fears in our lives that we did not let win, that we overcame. That's what I was trying to say. And it led me to decide to go to therapy. I think part of the reason that I had not personally sought out therapy is because of a fear of some sort, and the fear of judgment, like, oh man, like people are gonna think something's wrong with me if I'm going to therapy, and you know, all of that. But I let that go, and by letting that go, by not letting that fear win in my life, I found something that I hope to continue to do for the rest of my life because it's been so beneficial to me. So I just want to encourage you guys that if there is something that you have been wanting to do to better yourself, if there is something that you have been sitting on that you know God is pushing you to do, then do it. Do it. Like, stop restraining yourself. Stop, like, keeping yourself away from your breakthrough, and like, just stop doing that. Like, go out on that fear. Like, don't let that fear win in your life. Do something new, do something different. Do something different so that you can have a different outcome. If you're doing the same things, then you're going to have the same outcomes. But I am hoping for change in all of y'all's lives. I am hoping that I can continue to be transparent and share with you guys as a means of just encouragement, and also just following my purpose that God has given me, and that is to just pour into other people and share things that I feel can be beneficial for you guys. So that's my big announcement. I'm not going to get into like my sessions and all of that and what I talk about and all that, because that's what therapy's for. But I did just want to let y'all know that that's something that I'm doing. It's something that I found to be truly beneficial for me, and it's something that I encourage. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share. I will be doing more videos like this as I'm led to, and I hope to be on here soon talking to you about something else random. So have a good day, and I love y'all. Bye.